Our topic is letting go of overwhelm. So, I'm sure that all of us are familiar with overwhelm, but let me talk just a little bit about that. Overwhelm has to do with carrying too much. It has to do with choices very often, and the feeling that I have to choose, I have to do something, I must respond. So start up by thinking of a situation, maybe a person, or even a memory of feeling overwhelmed. And I know that all of us have a topic, a situation, a person. So just take a breath and allow it to come up. Whatever it is that produces that feeling that we call overwhelm. Take a moment, notice. Sometimes we see little films in the head. There may be sounds, memories, stories. It could be something that happened today. It could be something from years ago. It doesn't matter. Notice all that's happening in the head with overwhelm. But then notice also how the body responds. There may be some kind of a tightening in the belly or the chest or somewhere up. Could be some kind of tension somewhere, discomfort. Have a look around. Notice what happens in the body when you allow that sense of overwhelm. And then when you're ready, could you invite that even just a little bit more? Could you welcome it just as best you can? Notice also any sense of no, any wanting to avoid these feelings, push them away, or any sense of wanting to hold on, figure it out, make some meaning out of this. All of this is just resistance. Just notice how it shows up for you. Take a breath or two and just allow resistance as best you can. Let it open up and unfold. And then when you're ready, let's just ask a simple question. Does it feel personal? Does this feel like you? Does this feel like your story? A reflection on you, who you are? And notice how the feelings shift. And as always, notice what's happening with thoughts. No need to be engaged. Just notice. And then, if you're ready, when you're ready, could you let that go? So, this is the invitation. Would it be possible? Could you let that go? And would you? Are you willing? Would you let that go? Just as best you can. And when, take a breath or two and just allow it all to settle. Good. Let's continue. So our topic is overwhelm, something that I'm very sure each and every person watching knows intimately. So since we're working on this, I invite you to think of some situation where you felt that. Welcome it up. Invite those feelings and notice what happens in the mind, what happens in the body. And remember also to take a breath or two. It helps to move these things around and shift them. It gives more space, more openness, breathing. Very often, holding on is constriction. So, let's just check here. Very often, the feeling of overwhelm, we identify with it. It becomes us. I am overwhelmed. Notice to the extent that you can how you've identified with that. That sense that I am overwhelmed. And just let it be here. But then, if you're ready, I invite you, can you find the one who is overwhelmed? It may be a tricky question. Some of you will actually find something. And then check and see. Is it possible that what you found is, again, more thoughts, memories, or even sensations, that sense of the body itself? We often identify with that as well. So take a breath and just notice whatever came up. Well, let's go one more layer deeper. Are you these thoughts? In truth, thoughts come and go. Can you control them? And also sensations in the body, they also come and go. Do you have any say in that? I certainly don't. I can't even control a fly in the room. So just notice what comes up and check. Is any of that you? Or are you simply that which is aware? And just for now, could you rest as that awareness for a moment? Allow yourself to be aware. So notice the sense of identification. I am means the problem is right here. It feels like me. But if you separate it, I am aware of this, suddenly you're talking about two different things. There's the awareness, and then there's the sensations in the body. Awareness also holds thoughts. The awareness never changes. The thoughts come and go. Sensations come and go. So notice what it feels like to rest as that awareness. And just as best you can, from that awareness, could you then welcome up any further sense of overwhelm, anything that might be available, anything that might come up? And it seems to me that this world of ours gives plenty of opportunities to be overwhelmed. What is it, the news? Personal finances? your workload, family pressures, the choices in the supermarket, even that can be enough. Notice any sense of overwhelm, and just as best you can, allow that to come into focus. And I'd invite you also to exercise a little curiosity as well. Just notice how it shows up for you. Some of us are more in the head, some of us are more in the body. But this time, let's just focus on what's happening in the body. And check and see. Where is the body reacting? Notice any sense of discomfort, pressure, tension. Very often it shows up along the core from the throat down to the groin. But other places are also available. The shoulders can hold tension, the hips, back. Maybe you've heard of headaches. So just take inventory, look around and notice how this shows up in the body. And then when you're ready, what is the opposite of that? Notice what it is that surrounds all that. Notice what it is upon which all of these sensations appear. And again, just as best you can, could you rest as that and allow that? And then turn the focus back to any sort of tension, discomfort. And then notice that upon which all this appears, that which surrounds all sensation. Or if you like, what is it that is not those sensations, those feelings? And allow yourself to rest as that. And to give this a name, which you may be noticing, is a sense of stillness, ease, possibly even peace. And could you welcome that even further? Could you welcome ease, stillness, peace? And notice also this is here at all times. It's always available as that which is beyond the overwhelm, the discomfort, the tension. So could you welcome ease? Open up further to that. Just allow it to unfold. And that seems like a good point to stop.